Welcome to Jugrali Insights, where we turn complex ideas into a clear, simple understanding. No noise, just knowledge that matters. Why does your body keep storing fat instead of burning it? For many people, the problem isn't how much they eat or how hard they try. It's a hormonal issue called insulin resistance. In this video, we'll explain insulin resistance simply and show why intermittent fasting works when calorie counting often fails. Just to let you know, this content is for educational purposes only. It is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease. The information shared here should not be used as a substitute for professional medical advice. Always consult a qualified healthcare provider before making changes to your diet, fasting routine, or lifestyle. Now let's delve into what insulin actually does. When you eat carbohydrates, they break down into glucose. Glucose enters the bloodstream. In response, the pancreas releases insulin. Insulin is a signaling hormone. It binds to receptors on muscle, liver, and fat cells and tells them to absorb glucose for energy or storage. Under normal conditions, insulin binding activates a signaling pathway inside the cell. This pathway moves glucose transporters, called GLUT4, to the cell surface. Glucose enters the cell, but when insulin is constantly elevated from frequent eating or snacking, cells adapt. They reduce receptor sensitivity. GLUT4 activation becomes impaired. This is insulin resistance. When cells resist insulin, blood sugar remains high. The pancreas releases even more insulin to compensate. High insulin has two major effects. First, it promotes fat storage through lipogenesis. Second, it blocks fat breakdown, a process called lipolysis. As long as insulin stays high, fat burning is biochemically suppressed. This explains why calorie restriction often fails. Eating small meals all day still stimulates insulin repeatedly. Insulin never drops low enough for fat metabolism to begin. Intermittent fasting changes the signal. It creates extended periods of low insulin. During fasting, liver glycogen becomes depleted. Insulin levels fall. Low insulin allows lipolysis to activate. Fat cells release fatty acids. The liver converts some of these into ketones. At the same time, insulin receptors regain sensitivity. This is metabolic recovery. Who should and shouldn't fast? For most healthy adults, time-restricted eating, around 14 to 16 hours, is safe. But fasting is not appropriate for everyone. Those who are pregnant, underweight, diabetic on insulin, or with a history of eating disorders should not fast without medical supervision. Fasting is a metabolic tool, not a requirement. Here are the core takeaways. Insulin resistance explains why eating less doesn't always work. Intermittent fasting works because it lowers insulin and restores metabolic signaling. This isn't about discipline, it's about biology. At Jugrali Insights, we explain the science so you can make informed choices. Thanks for watching Jugrali Insights. If this helped you understand insulin resistance and fat burning, consider subscribing for more clear, science-based explanations. Let us know in the comments what you found most helpful, or what topic you'd like us to explore next. Stay tuned for our next insightful video.